Hi, this is my first attempt at doing a podcast, and this is my test pilot. So I hope you will enjoy it and look forward to getting any comments. In the meantime, I'm going to be talking about in the future lifestyle fitness, lifestyle awareness and well-being, and also about the business going forward, which will be Marshall Plan MF and Motion Fitness Mobile Gym Solution, which will be a franchise eventually once I get the business established, which will take a couple of years to do. I'm approaching this whole venture from a 60-year-old plus point of view. And the whole idea of me doing this is to engage not only my own age group and beyond, but also younger well-being, lifestyle, fitness members of gyms, personal training, and otherwise. I'm using the normal platforms at the moment, which are Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all the other ones that you're all familiar with. But to me, it's been a world of discovery. Last year was my February 2019. I actually set up my Instagram page and Facebook and YouTube. Never done it before, but knew it was something I was going to have to get involved in if I was going to start a new business, which you can check out on my website, Motion Fitness MF, which is also showing in the link below here as well. So have a look once you've listened to what I've got to say and make your comments. I will let this run as my demo test pilot just to get the whole infrastructure and system from all the tutorials I've taken over the past week to understand how to set up my own podcast, how to, what I'm doing now, talk, getting the right equipment. And I found some fantastic tutorials, which I'm quite sure most of you will be familiar with when you hit that search button in YouTube to ask for tutorial on whatever hobby or lifestyle you're looking to look at. So this is my trying to put together a relationship with you all about what I'm going to be doing in the coming years, months and weeks. And the first edition will be about lifestyle home training during the lockdown, which I'm quite sure no matter which country, hopefully you're listening to this, you're going through the same thing we are in the UK also as well. I am under no illusion that it's not an easy thing training at home, and it took me at least 2 or 3 weeks to get into it, where I got to the point I would literally spend my time an hour before, or even once I'd woken up knowing I was going to train in the afternoon or in the evening, I would actually walk myself through as if I was actually going to the gym, and I would make sure the body parts I'm doing were relevant to my day going to the gym. For example, I always do chest and arms together, so I would make sure it's a chest and arms day with the addition of ab workout as well. And then on the next day it would be my back, and then the following day it would be my legs with shoulders. Why I do back separately, it's a big muscle group for me, and you'll see from my videos in Instagram, YouTube and my website, I've built it up quite a lot. I am currently working on my legs. Fortunately, being 17.5 stone, I've got enough body weight to be doing freestyle squats, single leg and double, using the stairs and using the bands to help to do hack squats as well. I've even mastered at long last doing leg curls by attaching the bands to the back of the chair leg. The chair's surviving more than my legs are at the moment. The one thing I would advise young, old, is to make sure you only train for as long as you normally would in a gym situation. You can very easily find yourself doing 2 or 3 hours of almost aimless exercising all body parts and actually not really achieving anything real significance. So choose your body parts as if you were going to the gym, or if you've never been to the gym but you started home lifestyle training because you're not able to go out and enjoy your countryside in whatever country you're living at the moment, that it is a routine that you stick to. Repeat, sleep and rest. You're not going to get anywhere from doing different exercises, multi-training. It's pointless. It doesn't get you anywhere at all. And I speak with experience, and I hope For those that have seen my videos and postings and pictures, etc. and everything, I'm talking with a body that actually proves I've walked the walk and I can talk the talk as well. The wise head is the science and biology of knowledge, what's available within the holistic marketplace for proteins, vitamins and minerals. I'm a great advocate and a believer of these products, and I've been using in some form or another since 1974, which is when I started training seriously. Back in the days then, there was very few things about, and it was all about eating. And I can say unequivocally, I've never used steroids or HGH. So the question you should ask yourself is, what would it be like if he does start using it? So it's not that I've got anything against it, and I won't be making or any reference to those substances in my future podcast, because I am not an hypocrite. Everybody's got to make their own choices and do what's best for them, providing that best doesn't leave them in a uncomfortable stage in their life later on down the line, which unfortunately we've seen it can do if not monitored and used well. Why have I never dabbled in that market? I've never wanted to be professional. I've done this purely for keep fit and my own personal lifestyle journey with weight issues. I've always been a heavy, chubby lad from the age of 8 or 9, and I've always struggled. And my biggest nemesis, and some of it's been down to the kind of food I've eaten, especially from my ethnic background, is very carbohydrate heavy, even though there's a lot of protein in it. I can honestly say it's only in the last 10 years, the last decade, that I can actually say I control my body to where literally in a space of 1 week, I can gain kilograms, pounds, depending again on your use, metric use. I still prefer the old pounds and ounces because I'm old school. I can control my weight literally on a daily basis by the correct exercising and then supplements, minerals and vitamins. I'll have days where sometimes I'll have a protein day where I'll want my body to use as much of the food, that intake I've had maybe a couple of days before, to get it used up in a positive way before I then start putting in the more solid food in. It's not easy. It requires self-discipline and it's selfish, because there are days when you do want to sit down and have a cracking meal, but you can't. The can't is based on your own voluntary willingness to commit to what you want. My mantra sometimes, and some of my people that know me will say, when I see some people, what are they seeing when they look in the mirror? I have gone out my way not to overemphasize myself within my videos and pictures, because I think I've achieved my goal, and it's not for me to make any comments or judgments to other people that assume the same posture and looks that I have worked hard over 48 years. Yes, 48 years, count them. I've never missed 1 week in any 1 year. And that's a hard achievement if you think about it, but it isn't, not when it's a lifestyle. I'm not committed to doing it. It's just a lifestyle. If I've had good days, bad days, family upsets, friend upsets, family celebration, friend celebrations, I still make the time to go in, have a workout, do my thought processes. I can sometimes train and not even realize what exercise I'm doing, because I'm thinking my day through, getting rid of all the frustrations or enjoying the good feel factor from having a fabulous day or whatever. But what it is a lifestyle. There is no diet and there is no mental difficulty, because it's a place of work, peace and tranquility. And it can be almost a lockdown within yourself. Forgive me using the terminology, which means something totally different now, where you're going in and you're focused and getting your workout done, and you'll sometimes have to ignore other people when you're focused on doing that. You'll see in my Instagram postings and Facebook, I use a lot of quotations, which I find inspiring, and also I've had some nice responses, views and likes from people that have seen them as well. It reflects me. It reflects my mood, my thoughts, and things that's easy to share with other people, and they can relate to themselves. My training, my thoughts are well represented in what you see on my media postings. You actually get to the stage where you're doing your workout in autopilot mode because you know what you need to do and your body knows what it wants as well. You have to listen to your body and not get caught up in any compliments or superlatives people may give to you purely because they see what you're doing is giving the results. Those results have only come from years of commitment, single-minded thought, process and focus. Thought and process is key to this whole thing. You have to think about your workout before you've even done it and try and stick to what you say you're going to do and try and hit those targets. There's only one person can let you down, and that is yourself. So without further ado, I'm going to finish it here now. I think I've done nearly 10 minutes by the time I've done the editing of all this, and hopefully I will have gathered enough interest to follow what I'm going to do. So I'm looking to launch on June the 1st, and if you like what I'm going to say and do, please hit the subscription button so you'll know what I'm going to do. But it's all going to be about well-being, lifestyle, fitness for the older generation, but also for the younger ones as well. Because the younger ones, what I'm hopefully saying to you is, and what you can see what I am, you put the work in now. This is the profit 48 years later. I'm still growing. I'm still able to still grow muscle. And it's through using vitamins, minerals and protein. There is no alchemy. It's just good basic biology science and what's out there in the marketplace holistically. This is stuff you can get from good herbal shops, and even some supermarkets now stock some of the products as well. So you choose what works for you, and I'll go on later on to explain what I'm doing in the business, how it's going to work, but you can see a summary of that if you look at the website. And each week or each day, depending on when I actually do the postings, I'll go through my own journey, go through some of my exercises, and also talk about a bit about the business, where we are and where we're trying to get to. Obviously, it's at a standstill now because of the lockdown. My financial advisor, I won't use his full name, Michael, has been an absolute star and stood by me for a couple of years now. And business model's done, got the engineering done, everybody's on standby, and I'm going out into the marketplace, interviewing people in the rural community, getting their feedback, and with their permission and blessing, upload those interviews with them so that you can share in the experience and hopefully their excitement in having this product so close to their doorstep and not having to go back and drive miles to get to a gym, and save the environment, which is benefiting from the lockdown. And even me as an old school can see those benefits. But given that I was already thinking about what I was doing before this dreaded virus turned up, was about saving the planet, bringing it closer to other people and making it 24 hours, just like we have the privilege within the suburban areas and city centres. My business is also going to be a 24-hour a day. For those people like me, I can train at 2-3 o'clock in the morning and get just as much out of it if I did it at 7-8 o'clock in the evening. And as we're all retiring, our body clocks change, everything changes in a way that even I've been amazed with. And again, I will pick up those in future podcast postings, how your body changes when you're an older person and what you feel you need to get out of it for results as well. It's goodbye from me for now, and I will speak to you again soon.